Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go play action with Wilson. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
What a terrific story is Greg Dulcich, who began as a walk-on at UCLA and got better each and every season. Really stretches a field average over 17 yards per catch his last 2 years as a Bruin. Exactly what Denver was looking for to replace Noah Fant at tight end.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Williams. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
They throw it out right complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First play's a run with Nwangu. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Robinson. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. No, they won't. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. An impressive 75-yard punt return. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They give to Burton, the fullback, and they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Williams. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Robinson. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwagu. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's Robinson on 1st and 10. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun. Robinson looking for Pryor long. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable.
There he goes, right side. 30. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Kene Nwagu, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Josh McDaniels, he's got faith in his offense, and he's going to have him go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. 27 yards there, a first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Escaping the pressure right. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
He's got room at the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Anderson on the jet sweep. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Robbie Anderson. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw a 4 or 5 pick.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kene Nwangu with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Handoff to the fullback, Burton. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And now the rookie's free. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. A big play there by the rookie, an interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your team.
And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And able to get this out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send him back to the drawing board.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This is taken at about the 14. $51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Up the middle, Nwangu. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Handoff right side, Nwangu. And some room to maneuver. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Kene Nwangu, 64 yards. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They go play action now. Wilson. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. Now Wilson steps away. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Wilson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Buying time to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. On the left side, a catch by White. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 210 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And room there to work it inside the 25. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Handoff here to Nwangu. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Another run now for Nwangu. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. On the give is Nwangu. There for the stop defensively, Nick Bonito.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Nwangu. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to Nwangu again on 1st down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And it looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Bronco defense comes up big. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. There's Wilson to throw. Rolling to his left. It's complete to Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Up the middle, it's Williams. Tanner Muse there defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And now off to the races down the right side. The 30. 10. And that should just about do it. They return it.